Salut tout le monde, on se retrouve pour Farming Simulator 25 pour le gameplay. Ça va débuter dans une quinzaine de minutes à peu près, dans un petit quart d'heure. On attend que tout le monde arrive. Coucou aux nouveaux arrivants, salut salut. J'espère que vous avez passé une bonne soirée, que ce qu'on publie ça vous plaît. Merci à la communauté pour ceux qui se sont abonnés à ma chaîne. Mille remerciements aux 720 abonnés. Quelles sont vos attentes pour Farming Simulator 25? Déjà, on sait qu'il y a le riz, qu'il y a une map de Chine. Comment vous dire? Asiatique. J'espère qu'il y aura plein de nouvelles choses pour qu'on puisse gratter un maximum. Franchement, je suis jamais déçu des Farming Simulator. Moi, mon avis personnel, ça a très bien évolué depuis son début. Parce que moi, je le suis depuis son début, franchement. Il n'y a que de bonne évolution au niveau de ce jeu. Moi, c'est mon avis personnel. Après, les gens ils pensent ce qu'ils veulent, mais personnellement, moi, je vois que du positif. Moi, je pense que déjà, quand on sort un nouveau jeu ou une suite d'un jeu, si on sort une suite, c'est que déjà à la base on l'a amélioré. Sinon, il y a pas d'attente à avoir si c'est pour rester toujours sur la même chose. Tandis que Farming Simulator, pour ceux qui sont d'accord avec moi, c'est il y a eu quand même de l'évolution et très peu pour moi personnellement, ça rentre tout à fait dans mes attentes. Ça commence dans 10 minutes. Et j'espère que ça vous plaira. On attend tous la même chose, la sortie de FS25 en fin d'année. Pour ceux qui ne le savent pas, ça sort le 12 novembre 2024. Sur ma chaîne, vous pouvez suivre le trailer, la cinématique du trailer de FS25 dans mes vidéos. Donc n'hésitez pas à aller voir, à liker, à partager, à vous abonner et à commenter. Il nous reste 9 minutes avant le commencement du gameplay. N'hésitez pas à partager la vidéo. Coucou les nouveaux arrivants, coucou, j'espère que vous allez bien. On attend ceux que ça intéresse. N'hésitez pas à commenter, à partager, à vous abonner si ce n'est pas déjà fait. Bien sûr, comme on peut voir sur l'image de présentation, entre classe et case, on va te servir, à mon avis. Je suis impatient de voir le gameplay du FS25. N'hésitez pas à parler dans le chat. Coucou tout le monde. On attend que ça démarre. Il reste 6 minutes avant la mise en ligne du gameplay. Je vous rappelle que le jeu est en précommande sur les sites web de Giant, Amazon et les autres bien sûr. Sur Amazon il est à 69,99 le collector et 49,99 il me semble pour l'édition normale. Bien sûr il y a le bonus de précommande. Le gameplay débutera dans 5 minutes. Est-ce que vous m'entendez? Gameplay imminent. La première va bientôt commencer. On attend 19h. Ça y est les amis, on y est.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the FarmCon pre-stream. I'm Kermit Ball. With me is Martin Rabel. I'm here in Europe getting ready for FarmCon. We just revealed Farming Simulator 25. Martin, maybe we can show the people some more today. What do you have for us?
Yeah, I know. You always ask me if you can show the people a few things before, and I know that you people like to see more. And yes, I mean, I brought a few things, carefully selected them for you to show before we actually reveal a bit more at the weekend. So
nice.
Follow our social channels after the weekend, and during the weekend you will also see more things coming out of Farming Simulator 25. But you mentioned it already. We've announced the game on June 25.
Yes.
It's going to come out in November 12. And we had a really nice cinematic trailer.
Oh, it was great.
How was the feedback?
The feedback was great. You know, I think it
Trailer
excited a lot of
qui est
people,
sorti
but of course they want to see more, right? So
I know.
that's why I had to come bug you, and hopefully we can show the people some more.
And they want to see in-game footage, right?
Right, yes, of course, always.
But first we're going to show you the trailer again, and then we're going to show you a bit of in-game footage. Okay, let's start the trailer.
All around the world, farmers know farming is an art. Like life, we know it can be hard. And it can be surprising, too.
Ça, c'est la cinématique du trailer.
But sometimes it's about being at the right place at the right time.
D'artillerie. Et sur des épinards aussi. Et de la nouvelle machinerie sur une nouvelle plantation.
A wise man once said that the best lessons are learned under the wide open sky. I think the same thing can be said about our art. Yeah, it can be messy, but it's always beautiful. So beautiful it can help you see yourself and the world in all new ways. And the art of farming, the soil is the canvas, the seeds are the paint, and the harvest is the masterpiece.
Hey, this is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good. Is it missing something? You're too cute to eat. Maybe some fresh spinach for a change?
All right, that was awesome. That's why people are excited. I think we've been telling this story right through these last few trailers with the same characters. Now we're bringing them in to a new environment. An Asian map is going to be a huge thing for the first time, and rice as well that we've already mentioned before, Martin. What else do we have today? Like, you know, what?
Oh, you really want to know, right? Yeah. First of all, I mean, there's going to be a number of presentations at FarmCon this weekend. And we're going to have a few highlights there.
Right.
And the first thing I would like to let you know more about is the Giants engine.
Right.
Stefan Geigers, our CTO, is going to present the upgrades to the Giants engine, which the game is based on at FarmCon.
De FS25.
And one that I'm really looking forward to is the improved fog. You know, that adds a lot of atmosphere. Just wait until you see it.
Well, okay, all right.
Because now the cool thing is that it's actually like particles in the air. So
Right.
that gives a lot of opportunities. You know, you can have like dense fog. It has dynamic accumulation in valleys. So where it's supposed to be,
Right.
you know, not just like at a global parameter on the map. And that fog also enables that you have the sun reflecting, you know, in the fog. It's hard to describe, but I mean, you see it later when I show you these
Right.
videos. You can imagine.
I think
guess.
that, like,
Yeah.
I can get a picture in my head for sure. I think the visuals that sets already, it's kind of painting the picture. You think about what a farming landscape can look like in the fog, and I hope that's what we're going to see. Let's.
Do you know what God rays are?
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, it's a really cool term in gaming. But yeah, you get the light like shining through. You get that like beam of light coming through, and I'm guessing that with the fog that you're talking about, that kind of allows the God rays to shine through. Then, yeah.
People were asking for God rays a long time, and what I just learned actually is that the fog is kind of the prerequisite for God rays. Because to actually have these God rays, you need something in the air that reflects the light.
Right.
And now with the fog, we have that opportunity. And of course, we immediately included the God rays. And they're going to look awesome, seriously.
People are like, stop talking and let's see it, right? So let's check it out.
We've got like reflections on the
nouveau
water,
moteur
for
graphique, il est
example.
magnifique.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Je sais pas
And
ce
you
que vous
see
en
here,
pensez.
especially with the water, the fog adds a really nice atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean, you can even see it like in the distance. It's kind of covering what the hills in the back look like as well, and kind of making it a little bit more gray and then blending in with the fog.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had fog in the game before, right? But like this is taking it to a different level where you can really feel like you're in it.
Yeah, is actually something that I really was looking forward to. Is also like what you just mentioned, the distance fog,
Right.
because it makes it look way more realistic, the things in the back.
I mean, just
Yeah.
look at this, like with the lights
pense
as
qu'on
well, the way
s'attend à
the
quelques
lights
petites surprises
react
à la
with it,
sortie
like
du
you were
jeu.
saying, with the volumetric lighting as well. It used to be that like just the building or the signs would illuminate the ground, but now you can actually see both like the tractor in the distance, the lights on the buildings,
Les ombrages sont magnifiques.
all creating that awesome look with the lighting of the fog.
We'll have a closer look at it quickly. I mean, it's almost done. Easy also, like that looks really nice, like this fog in the morning over the fields. This is gonna look really good when you play the game.
Oh, I mean, there's just that nice feeling, isn't it? Like when you wake up in real life and you kind of see that fog setting in, and it's a nice cool morning, and maybe you have a cup of coffee. This is kind of the feeling that this is giving me, you know, that nice morning when you wake up, but then you got to go to the work on the fields, right, and do some farming too.
Yeah,
but
right.
The scenery is lovely.
Let me go back to that one scene. I mean, there are like a few that I really like. I mean, this, for example.
Yeah, I mean,
That's like this typical God rays example, you know.
That's so
you got
cool.
the tree, the light comes through the tree, and with a tiny bit of fog in the air, you can see it shining through.
Yeah, that's lovely. And I mean, it's coming through like multiple trees there too, which is impressive. And it's just adding to the atmosphere, I would say. It's going to be, I think it'll be challenging to drive in some of this fog at night. Be careful out there, everybody.
I stopped that here. So what do you notice there?
Well,
Come on.
I noticed the building, the lights illuminating it, and the fog is kind of sticking out. But what are you trying to lead me towards? What am I?
Yeah, what
looking
you
at?
just mentioned is that that not just the building is being illuminated, but also the air now. You know, it's also part of the fog, the volumetric lighting. That also it does not just from the sun; it's also the local lights that are
Right.
actually giving that effect.
Yeah, it
So-
looks really cool. I mean, it just adds more depth to the look and feel of the game, I would say.
What other shadows can you think of?
Well, I know that we have cloud shadows, maybe something like that from the air. If the clouds are there, right? Is that where you're leading?
It's
me?
almost like you knew it already. Yeah. No, of course. I mean, we told you about it, but now I can show it to you and also our audience there.
Oh, I want to see it.
There's not much to say, right? I mean, you know what cloud shadows are: clouds, sun, shadows on the ground, atmosphere.
So now they're more broken up. It's almost like each individual cloud is creating its own shape. And its shape is creating the shadow on the ground, which is adding another little bit of nice little touch to the visuals of the game as you see it coming over. Of course, you have to have clouds in the sky for this to work, right? But it's cool to see them like have their own individual character, because not every cloud is the same shape, right? They're all different. So.
Yeah, exactly. But of course, you know, when this is like dynamically created, so when you have a cloudless sky, you're not going to have shadows. So don't send any bug reports because you don't have shadows on a, you know, on a
sunny day.
bright blue sky. Yeah. Okay, there's one more thing I want to show you.
Okay.
From the Giants Engine 10, we got, you know, like I said, we've got several improvements, but of course, like the general overall performance optimizations. There are a few things in there that we've done so that we can render more efficiently.
Okay.
And that opens up a few opportunities. And one that I think will look really cool is that some of the most important things in the game, they will just look better again.
I want to see it. What do you have for us?
Yeah, so we got a few looks at trees and crops.
Okay.
They're gonna look like they're gonna have more volume. They're
Right.
also gonna look nicer in the distance. So,
Okay.
so like you can see here, these like the trees, and you can see the branches,
Dites-moi ce que
more
vous en
volume.
pensez dans le
And
chat.
I will also
Yeah, this
show
looks
you.
lovely. I mean, so there's something I think that I heard about this where like we now have different ways that the like trees and the crops can face, right? I think the term is billboards.
Billboards,
Right.
Qu'est-ce que
So
vous en pensez
what
au
that
niveau des
word means
graphismes?
basically is that now like there's different ways that the trees face. Is that right? Like, am I understanding it right? So it looks better in the distance because it doesn't look like they're all.
Yeah, it's like there's a
Same.
certain
Détail est
distance, and at some
magnifique.
point you're gonna reduce, the details of the tree, and we're gonna have like more variations
Okay.
there now in the distance. So
Les
they,
épis sont bien, bien
in
dessinés.
a nutshell, trees in the distance
On
will
sent qu'il y
also
a du
look
travail,
way
hein.
better than before.
Right. You can kind of like start to see it already where you have it paused here, where the trees in that distance even already look like it looks fuller, right? And the crop as well in the foreground looks the same too. What like can you go back a little bit? I think there was even like a wider shot of trees in the distance, back a little bit farther, I think. Or maybe I'm thinking you can kind of see it there. Maybe I'm
There in the
thinking of-
back,
yeah,
yeah.
like just tiny little bit in the back that you can catch in that photo. So this is great. I mean, I think that we always get these kinds of comments. Like we want to see like a little bit more depth in the background. We want to see a little bit more depth in the crops as well. So this is exactly what this is adding.
Yeah, this is something we have really been working on.
Yeah.
Pensez à liker, à vous abonner.
Riverbend Springs is the US map. It has more than 70 fields in the game.
Okay.
Of course, you know. What you might not know, Kermit, is that on the map there's a road that spans like the whole map.
Okay,
So you
cool.
can just drive through it. I heard that's kind of an American thing. Long roads,
Oh yeah, you like those
wide
long
open
roads in the
areas.
country,
Map
right?
American.
It's feeling like home already. Been in Europe for a week, so any slice of home is welcome.
Yeah. So you can also have a look at like the trees, of course. Like we mentioned, like the trees in the distance.
Right.
Also look at the hood of the tractor. The reflections
Oh.
there. This is also new.
I'm like looking at the landscape,
Yeah.
and you point that out, and that's impressive. Now I'm distracted. I'm not even looking at the map. I'm looking at the reflection in the hood of the tractor there. That's looking lovely already, Martin. I
On voit
quite
bien
like that.
les
So
reflets de...
yeah, glad you like it. But
des
what we
arbres
haven't
sur le
seen there
tracteur.
yet is like one of the key themes of the whole map.
Okay.
It's called Riverbend Springs.
Oh, let me guess. Some water, huh?
Yes, of course. There's a lot of water on the map, and there's one river that's like the main topic of it. So the whole
On-
the
il y
whole
aura des
life
bateaux
in
dans
that
le
map
prochain
that evolves
FS25.
around that river.
Yeah.
So everything is kind of
Si on voit
river-based,
des images.
water-based there. You're gonna have creeks, also ships, and there's also gonna be a ferry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Ça,
see
c'est
the
la
video.
source
Just
juste là.
show me already. I want
La
to see
solution
this.
logique à-
Oh, look at this. This is
Ah,
kind of
ouais,
giving me
c'est
like
magnifique.
vibes of being inspired by Mississippi River or the Mississippi River Network, some of the offshoots. Of course, rice is a big crop in that
Ah,
area, the
génial.
rice belt
On va
of the
transporter
U.S.
notre
in
matériel sur le
Arkansas,
bas,
Mississippi,
sur
Louisiana,
le
and Texas.
ferry qui passe
So kind of
d'un
maybe
côté à l'autre.
inspired by all of that. You can use this ferry, right? Can you drive your tractor on the ferry?
Yeah, you can use it.
Oh, that's cool. Here's a creek that we see again, another water feature. Water, as you said, playing a very important role in this map.
Alors, les reflets,
And look
les-
at, like,
Guardrails again.
le
The
courant
God
des
rays, the
gravats,
reflections
c'est
on the water
terrible.
look really cool. And
On
they're
va
actually
se
fitting
régaler,
like
les
what's
gars.
in the landscape. You can see this tree right here on the right. In the reflection, you can even see the crossings there. I think that's like a railroad crossing up above on the shore. And even some fog now too. So all of these things we've been talking about leading up to this video already are shown right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's looking really good.
Let's have a look at the ferry again, just because we mentioned
Okay.
that it's a big part.
Right,
So to cross the river, you need bridges
right.
or a ferry in that case,
This is
So
cool.
This is going to be something new that you can use.
I can't wait to see how people are going to utilize this ferry. This is really cool because this is a real part of agriculture, and having this in the game is a nice little touch, I think, especially for this kind of area of the U.S. that it's
Je sais pas
inspired
combien de
by.
véhicules on pourra rentrer
Do you have
à
anything
l'intérieur,
else?
mais
What else do you got for us?
I do
ça serait bien
have,
qu'on puisse rentrer
We're
pas
bringing
mal
all
de
the goodies
véhicules.
out today.
you also need to get some work done. So not just, hop on the ferry and cross the river, or
Right.
sit there and, look at the water. To get some work done, you need some like dealers to actually buy the tractors.
Right.
You need gas station, animal
Je suis
dealers to
trop,
buy.
trop, trop impatient
animals.
de tester
Um,
ce
You need
nouveau
the
FSD.
machines to do
Yeah.
it right.
So we got a nice area there that I want to show you. So that's like all in one place. It's a central location where you can buy
Yeah.
some gas, buy your
everything you
machines, and of course we're gonna have a lot of machines in the game again. We're gonna have more than 400 authentic
Nice.
machines from over 150 licensed brands. And
Cool.
Ils disent qu'on pourra
here,
faire
let me
l'essence.
just show you a bit like the
Wait a
animal
minute.
dealers.
Is that animals in the pen at the animal dealer?
I just wanted to tell you, yes, you can see the animals before you
Nice.
buy them.
Il y aura de
That's
nouveaux
a nice little
animaux.
touch.
No cat on the back.
Yeah, here's some sheep that we're driving by. You can see. That's really cool, and I like how even the dealer and the gas station, like that area, it has that same like kind of small town, like rural America feel to it, because it wasn't like a big industrial animal dealer. It was like, it was a smaller one, right? Like you really feel
Les
the impact of
infrastructures
what the
ont
map
l'air
is
mieux
supposed
quand
to be
même, je
from that.
pense.
That's cool. I really
Yeah.
like that.
Glad you like it. Hope you guys like it too. And of course, I mean, send all your feedback in. Kermit's gonna read it. You're gonna answer to every single post there. I hope.
We'll do what we can. We're loving the feedback already. Definitely send us the feedback. We hope that you're excited, as Martin said, and we'll continue to show you as much as we can. What else we got to excite the people? Give me more, Martin.
Well, we have farming. You've seen the animals.
Right.
But of course, we're also gonna have forestry in the game again.
Okay, cool.
It's been a big part in the recent games already, and we're just gonna improve on that. I mean, like I told you, the trees are gonna look more
Right.
voluminous. Several billboards, different sizes. They're gonna look better from the distance, and overall, I mean, the forest is just gonna look amazing. I know I'm repeating myself. Yeah. I mean,
It's
Une
is
forêt
just-
that's the
amazonienne.
feeling I'm getting too, though, right now. Like all of this
Pour
stuff is pretty
le
amazing. I
bichonnage.
think that visually, a lot of this stuff is what people have been asking for, right? Like
Peut-être
set the
de
scene a
nouveaux
little
arbres.
bit more, because farming, you're really connected to the nature, to the ground around you and the nature around you, right? So adding that a little bit of extra feel of like really being immersed in the environment is great. I hope, like Martin said, I hope you like it. I think you will. It's looking awesome already. So I see another video.
yeah.
That's what I want
I'm
to see.
gonna start it now. The
Okay.
forest.
Yeah, you can already see the tree. Again, we've talked about this a couple of times, but the trees definitely feeling like they have more depth. Even like the individual
Alors
limbs
les écorces,
are providing a little
on se
bit of
croirait
extra
dans la vraie
depth.
vie.
And
c'est exactement la même
these
texture.
pathways, Martin, there was
Les chemins
something in the
forestiers,
trailer earlier that we
on se
showed,
croirait,
a
à la
motorbike,
montagne.
right, that
Yeah.
we hinted at. This doesn't look like a path really for a big machine. This looks like maybe some paths for a motorbike.
Yeah, I mean, some smaller tractors also fit on
les
there, of
tracteurs, ils
course.
vont baver,
but,
là.
it's gonna
Motorbike's
be
more fun.
to
Imaginez-vous
drive
avec
with a
une grosse
motorbike,
remorque
yeah.
là.
Look
ben,
at this,
on va
like even this
galérer,
like
hein.
little flower right here, this purple one.
Les petites
I don't know
remorques, ça va y aller.
all my
Oh là là.
flowers, I haven't studied up on that. But
Don't
that
ask me.
that even
Don't
had
ask
more
me.
detail too, right? Like it even feels fuller, which is really nice. And then of course you,
Oh, the
Une tour de
viewpoint,
guet.
yeah, the view.
It's gonna be, must be a
Une
nice
tour
view
de-
there.
Yeah, maybe this
not
is like
gonna
the
have it.
highest part of the map. I would assume on this hill. Man, if I can climb that, I want to see what the entire map looks like, right? Maybe that's where people will go
Peut-être
first.
pas
Yeah,
pour
but
le climat, pour
this
voir,
is something that we're
Est-ce
not
qu'ils
gonna
auraient pas
show
mis,
today. You have
les
to see
incendies,
it for
des trucs
yourself.
comme
You
ça?
have to be there.
You're not going to show me everything, huh? Okay, well,
No, I
Après,
got
c'est
something
une
special for you,
suggestion,
something
c'est-
really
c'est mon avis
important.
personnel.
The machines and the gameplay of
Ooh,
the game.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got an expert for that,
Ah, even
Stefan
better.
Mauros, our gameplay programmer and lead integrator.
Machine et gameplay.
All right, Stefan, you're here. I have a feeling that you have something really good for me. What do you have?
Yeah, I prepared something really special. So it's like the first gameplay of the new game.
Okay.
Yeah, I picked a special gameplay feature now for the stream, so it's about the Rise.
Of
But
course.
of course, we will reveal some more stuff on the weekend.
Right.
But yeah, I picked the Rise because it's also introducing some new gameplay mechanics.
Yeah.
So it's not
Il
just
va
a new
nous
crop
montrer le
like
gameplay
wheat or
mécanique
so,
ce
so it's a bit
week-end.
more in depth.
Our players are excited about this. So
Yeah.
I think they're sitting there like, please, Stefan, Kermit, give us more. So go ahead, tell us what you have for us.
Yeah, so let's jump right into the gameplay I recorded.
Okay.
So you can see our beautiful map and also the lighting.
Right.
As you showed
Une
earlier in
nouvelle
the stream.
interface en haut à droite est beaucoup mieux travaillée.
I got here some greenhouses. So
Ça a
that's
l'air
what's
plus
this?
net.
It's something
Les
different.
serres,
So
ah ouais.
first we got two different
C'est
rice
magnifique.
types. So
Okay.
that's the first rice type, and that is transplanted. So you grow the saplings until they're like 10 centimeters high or so.
Okay.
And after that, you got a special planter that plants those saplings into the real field. So
Ah,
we
les
first
palettes.
grow those saplings in the
Ah,
greenhouse.
Okay.
And
beaucoup mieux,
yeah,
hein.
then we bring the pallets of saplings to our planter, and
Les
then we
palettes
start
avec,
planting. So yeah,
rendu
we jump
final
right
de
into
la
the field.
plantation.
Okay.
So
Ah,
that's
les
our
rizières
planter,
avec les
and
machines
from
pour ramasser le riz et
Izeki.
planter le riz.
And yeah, let's load the saplings we brought with our fence
Oh,
on
how
the
cool.
front loader. It's a really cool
I mean-
animation.
This machine's so cool to me because it's unlike anything we already have in the game, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's completely new.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also you will see the planting animation, which is pretty nice.
Là,
So
il
I
prépare sa
spent
machine
some
pour
time
planter
there
le riz.
to implement it nicely.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, let's drive into the field. You will also see the water.
It looks lovely. Like I just saw a glimpse of the sun even like reflecting off of the water.
Yeah, and especially if you drive into it, you see really how the water is reacting to the wheels.
Right.
You see the small waves. That looks really nice.
This machine is just so
Salut,
cool. I
salut.
mean, it's so funky looking.
Salut, GTI.
But like the technology behind this
Yeah.
is super impressive. I want
Yeah.
to see what it looks like once it actually
Yeah,
starts putting
you
it in the
see
ground.
the parts at the back. They're really special because they're picking each sapling from
look at
the pellets, which looks pretty nice.
Oh, yeah. So it's like it's almost like a typewriter. It's
yeah,
like moving
it's
to the
all
side,
yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's pretty nice. And if you zoom in detail, you will also have that
Yeah.
a bit later on the field. Yeah, it has grown. And also you see the water is gone. So normally for planting those transplanted saplings, you need water in the
Ça, c'est
field.
le riz.
Okay.
And then during growth, the rice
Mature.
consumes the water because it really needs the
pouvoir
water
le ramasser.
for growing. And after it has grown, the water gets less and less, and while harvesting, there's no water anymore.
Okay.
So here we got our Izeki rice harvester for this rice type. It's also a pretty
Est-ce qu'on
nice
stocke
harvester.
tout dans la machine ou est-ce qu'il faut
So
le
another new
remorquer à
brand,
côté?
of course, or this machine at least,
Yeah,
right?
this machine. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Ah oui,
something
il y a le
completely new.
tuyau à côté.
So this is the Asian. Is this fair to say
Bien
this
sûr,
is the
faut la
Asian style of
remorquer à côté.
harvesting we're using
Yeah,
this machine?
yeah,
right?
exactly.
On va voir.
So
Okay.
they do mostly with those kind of harvesters.
Est-ce qu'il va nous
But we'll
montrer?
see how the
Okay.
Americans do it later on.
No,
Um,
let me just point something out because okay, the rice harvesting, Stefan, is really cool, but I think everyone else as well as me might notice something in the bottom right corner.
Donc on peut
that,
stocker dans la machine et
maybe
puis
we've been asking for a while. The
maintenant,
players
on
that see
remorque une fois
GPS.
qu'elle soit pleine.
Do you
I don't see that.
you don't see that? Okay. Well, we do. Hopefully, you're going to show
Yeah.
us more. Maybe I know you're giving
on the-
this talk in depth at FarmCon,
Yeah,
right?
on the weekend I will give a more depth talk, a bit longer, a bit more gameplay, and maybe
Now
some
we're
more
going to have
features.
everyone wishing they could be at FarmCon with that one announced. So just that little teaser.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing.
You know-
So
mettre un
we saw
appétit
also
pour le
this
prochain
pretty
FSM5,
nice harvest
hein.
animation of
Right.
the
Franchement, je sais pas
Izeki,
ce que vous
so
en
it's,
pensez, mais
yeah, how the plants go
moi
through the
j'en pense
harvest
que
is
du
kind of
bien.
special.
Je vois que du
As you
bien
can
dans
see,
ce
they're
prochain opus.
going along the side, so that looks pretty nice as well.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really cool how, like you said, it comes up like is that like a conveyor belt that it's like feeding it? Then that's really
kinda.
cool. That,
Yeah.
I mean, that animation looks pretty nice.
Yeah,
All right,
indeed.
well, we've seen it the Asian way. I have a feeling
We got some.
you've got something else.
Yeah.
I want to see it the American way, of course.
So the American way is, of course, a bit bigger.
Right.
So we got here our CR11 combine from New Holland. So we already showed that on the last
nouvelle
Agritechnica.
machine,
We had their little
terrible.
teaser.
Right.
But it's a pretty nice combine. It looks pretty
Est-ce
nice.
que vous m'avez
Yeah.
vu cette barre
And
de
this one
coupe
we are
immense
using
qu'il y
for
a?
our US style
Le
rice.
champ
So
de
you've
deux va
got
être
just
fait.
a normal harvester.
Okay.
So yeah, that rice is also growing on a rice field which need to be flooded.
Okay.
But you plant it with a regular seeder.
Right.
So it's kind of similar to wheat or something.
Right.
But you still need the water to have it grow.
Right.
Because rice consumes a lot of water while growing. So it's there a bit different.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think the flooded fields we like showed a little bit like in the cinematic trailer too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
The CR11, by the way, everyone out there watching, you can get the gold edition version of this if you get the collector's edition, or if you buy it on our website as well, you can get it with the year one bundle and with the Giants eShop version of the game too. So if you want your CR11 to be nice and shiny gold, that's how you can get it.
It's indeed my favorite version of it.
Yes, of
Pretty
course.
nice.
It's so nice. All right. What else? Is that all you have for now?
That's it for now. We'll show some more stuff
Okay.
on the weekend. But
I'll be there. I'm looking forward to it. And follow our social channels. You'll see more of what Stefan has to talk about, of course, coming out after FarmCon as well. Welcome back, Martin. Stefan just showed us rice farming for the first time. I mean, that little bit of gameplay. You saved the best for last, I feel like, seeing that. I mean, the water was cool, the way the machines work. And I didn't expect rice to be like a multi-step process as well. You actually like grow the saplings in a greenhouse and then you grab those to plant on the field.
Yeah, we kind of kept that from you. We kept some surprise for you too, but you can, of course, interact with the community now and talk about it.
Yeah. Of course, this is it for the Farming Simulator 25 coverage that we have on the pre-stream, but there's more coming this weekend. Make sure you follow all of our social channels. There'll be more coming about Farming Simulator 25. And, I can't wait for more, Martin.
We got one more thing from the weekend.
All right.
FSL Season 5 World Championships.
Ah, yes. Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
When is that? When is it taking place, Martin?
Well, tune in on Saturday, 4 p.m. German time. It's CEST. When our 8 finalists fight for 200,000 euros prize pool. And of course, the title of world champions.
Yeah, that'll be exciting to see who comes out on top. And we're going to leave you with a hype video to basically sign off today's stream. Martin, Stefan, thanks to both of you for being here. It was an exciting time to see all of this gameplay. For now, we're going to hype up the FSL like you were just talking about. So let's roll that video and we'll see you in the future.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow our social channels for more information.
All right, goodbye.
J'espère que cette petite vidéo vous aura plu. Je vous dis à très bientôt dans un prochain live. Ah, ciao ciao tout le monde. Bonne